What if I told you guys that a man by the name of Jeffrey Epstein proceeded to get banned off of Xbox Live in 2013, and then, like some weird DC Batman villain, would come back to destroy current day Call of Duty with one of his suggestions delivered to Bobby Kotick himself? And this thing that he suggested is something that is exactly what I have been preaching against for the past, 6, 7 years now. Yeah, that meme. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way too. You know, it's so fucked up. And yet, it's kind of funny. Like, the stuff I'm going to show you today, I cannot believe I am making this fucking video. But what else is there to make a video on as it pertains to Call of fucking Duty in 2026? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give you guys some Black Ops 2 gameplay, some legacy Black Ops 2 gameplay. This was probably recorded around the time that this fucking psychopath got banned from Xbox Live. And you know what? If you guys could drop a like on this, I would appreciate it. Leave a support comment. And if you're not sitting down, you might want to. If you're a little dry, maybe get some alcohol to wet your whistle, because I got a lot I want to get off my chest. So this is real. It doesn't seem real, but it's real. Jeffrey Epstein was banned from Xbox Live in 2013 due to harassment, threats, and or abuse of other players that was severe, repeated, and or excessive. Now, anyone that played Xbox Live back in the day, back during those times, the 2010s or whatever, will tell you that it was the Wild West. I mean, you probably heard everything under the sun. I mean, the amount of racial slurs flying around in the Modern Warfare 2 lobbies, for example, it was like a Quentin Tarantino film. Man, it was bad. Yet, all of those people, from what I understand, would never really get banned, and you'd see the same people over and over spouting the same shit for months. To get banned from Xbox Live back then for voice communication, you would have to be saying the most heinous shit that probably should have been investigated by the FBI back then. And I'm not kidding. Like, you would have had to say some of the most just abhorrent, disgusting stuff to get banned from Xbox Live back then. But what did he actually get banned for? Well, the email from Xbox Live states it clear as day. Let's check this out, because it's a lot. So in the actual stuff that he said, threats of death, harm, property damage, verbal abuse, griefing, extortion or manipulation, defamation, slander, display or transmission of personally identifiable information such as name, address, phone number, or IP address, stalking. So there's doxing, stalking, threats of death. I mean, dude, what in the hell? And I hate to even bring this stuff up. I hate to bring these real world events up, but I mean, what else can I do? This is directly tied to Xbox and Call of Duty. Yes, there's more as it pertains to Bobby Kotick emailing this individual. All this stuff came out a few days ago. I'm just going to take a brief break here. We're going to roll a sponsor, and I'll be right back. Today's video is sponsored by CyberGhost VPN, my personal VPN of choice when I want to browse the web and not be censored or denied access to certain websites depending on what state I'm in or whatever. If I want privacy and security, it's just a click away. It's super easy. You just boot it up, click where you want to go, hit connect, and you are ready for action. Now, I absolutely hate commercials. I know it's hypocritical because I'm a YouTuber, but I hate ads. So what I like to do when I want to watch wrestling, AEW for example, is I don't watch it on cable TV. I use CyberGhost VPN to pretend like I'm in the UK, and then I get access to Triller TV, where I can watch my AEW and other wrestling and other combat sports and everything else on Triller TV ad-free. CyberGhost also protects you from people trying to steal your precious data. Mark Zuckerberg is always watching. CyberGhost will protect you from this weird man. So guys, use the link in the description to grab an 84% discount plus 4 months free, plus with the 45-day money-back guarantee and 24/7 customer support. You can try it completely risk-free. There is absolutely no excuse. It is affordable and keeps you safe and uncensored online. All right, guys, welcome back to the video. Let's just get right on in to the meat and potatoes here. This is an email from 2013, and oh man, it's pretty bad to even say. Normally, I wouldn't even read it, but the fact is that some people listen to my stuff in the car or on the way to work or whatever, so I guess I have to. So this is an email that is looping in Bobby Kotick about ways to essentially manipulate people in video games to get them addicted and a part of the in-game economy and stuff like that. So, for example, X Prize is a good idea, but key is real-world rewards. This appears to be for Bobby Kotick. Learn to read, cell phone minutes, iPhone credits, virtual items in-game. And then this Pablos guy sends this to Epstein and says, I'm all for indoctrinating kids into an economy. You gotta love how his example for real-world rewards is virtual items in games. Does this sound familiar? I hate to say this. I mean, I've been saying it for the past several years, but have I not said, my viewers, please back me up here if you're new to this video. My viewers can back me up in the comment section below. I have been saying that Call of Duty is just there manipulating children for ages. Have I not? And there's no denying it after seeing this and the other stuff I'm going to show you, that Call of Duty is a fucking groomer's paradise. It's a bunch of rich, weird, island-visiting old suits that want to steal children's money and get them addicted and rot their fucking brain. And really, that's a lot of things nowadays. That's social media sites, that's video games, that's short-form content in a way. How did it get this bad? But wait, viewer, there is more. Look at this. So this one's extra gross because it's Bobby Kotick trying to pretend to flirt. And what's really weird about this is you'll see this weird spelling. It's to Bobby Kotick? Bobby? I don't know what that's about, but this is the same spelling that appears in the literal Epstein flight logs, by the way. Regardless, he is speaking to old Ghislaine Maxwell here, who says, you don't ring, you don't write, yours heartbroken, Ghislaine. And yes, I'm mispronouncing her name on purpose because it's a fucking stupid name. But even dumber is Bobby Kotick. Mend it together and bring that sexy body that goes with it out to my town. I'll ring B. But hold up. We have more. Here's a weird one about the girls and I are going to see Elon Musk at SpaceX tomorrow. Are you around? This is Epstein to Kotick in 2013. This is well after Epstein's conviction, his first set of convictions, by the way. This dude was convicted of some absolutely heinous shit in 2008. This is 5 years after, and he's hanging out with Elon Musk and Bobby Kotick. But yeah, and then Kotick even offers the dude his own 407, his fucking private jet or whatever. Weird. Just weird. Oh, but wait, there's more. Unfortunately, Bobby Kotick cannot do Friday night. Okay to still have him come on Saturday, November 17th night for dinner. Why is dinner bolded? Maybe they don't mean dinner. Guys, again, I know you're beaten over the head with this stuff in real life. I mean, it gets depressing covering all this shit or seeing all this shit constantly for years on end. But I just want you to know that the majority of these people who are rich as fuck, there is something inherently wrong with them. Not all of them, but most of them are just, at their core, bad people. And the fact that modern microtransactions in Call of Duty can be linked back to an email talking about indoctrinating children, I mean, what more do you need? to see that this is fucked up. I am so sick of modern gaming as a whole. I am so sick of these monetization practices. And quite frankly, I am sick of every video game coming out trying to nickel and dime me to death when the whole reason I am playing this fucking video game in the first place is to escape the world's bullshit. I want to escape the world's bullshit and all these evil fucking rich scumbags. I just want to play video games. I want to have fun. I want to game with my friends. I don't want microtransactions and AI slop and other things that manipulate me in my video games. The games are not good enough to take my mind off this real world shit that I have to see on a daily basis. And I'm not even done. I haven't even scratched the surface here. This is just the tip of the iceberg, what I've showed you so far. And there's so much to cover. I might have to do like a follow-up video, but for right now, just take a look at this if you think maybe those emails aren't damning. And again, you can draw your own conclusions here. I'm not sitting here accusing anyone of anything. That's for the court of law to decide. And to be honest, I don't think it ever will be decided because I just don't know, man. Something is so weird about all this stuff. But just look at this. This guy says, if you look up Bobby Kotick or just his surname, he appears 300 times. Laughing my ass off. And you might be saying, well, Bobby Kotick is not with Activision Blizzard anymore, so all is right with the world. Well, Bill Gates is technically the owner of Activision Blizzard now, and he was in the files talking to Epstein about getting rid of STDs he got from Russian prostitutes and drugging his wife to slip her the antibiotics that she needed before the infection reared its ugly head in her system. These people are just, they're fucked up. The curtain has fallen. We've peeked behind it, and I wish we just weren't wise to this stuff at all. I really do. Guys, can I just say something? We're so distracted and at each other's throats over like politics or genders or race or whatever, right? Sexual orientation, whatever you want to call it. We're all at each other's throats over this minute stuff while these rich, disgusting individuals rob us blind. Can I quote my favorite Black Sabbath song? I'm sorry, I know Ozzy just passed away, but it's the Dio era. Heaven and Hell, all right? The world is full of kings and queens. They'll blind your eyes and steal your dreams. Dio saw it way back then, and he's fucking right today. I wish, as Americans especially, we could band together, no matter our fucking differences, and stop supporting these people that own these gigantic monopolies that are making them rich. Can we stop buying Xboxes? Can we stop fucking buying Windows? Can we take these powerful, manipulative people down a notch and just boycott all their shit? I feel like everyone is just so weak and they can't do it. Like, they're addicted to this shit, so it's never gonna change. Like, I know that's a really glass half empty outlook on this, but look at where we're at in the big 2026, man. Look at where we're at. Awful shit happening from the elite right in front of you. Homelessness at an all-time high. Cost of living going up, but everyone's too busy arguing amongst themselves. It's like a Twilight Zone episode. It really is. There's actually a really good Twilight Zone episode I would recommend you watch immediately after this video is over. It's called The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street. That's another show if you want to like see how long this has been going on and how people tried to warn us and stuff. There's George Orwell books. I mean, there's all this stuff that predicted all of these things would happen in the big 2026 here, this decade in particular, and no one really took heed. And now we're here, and I'm making this video about all this shit. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this gameplay, this classic Black Ops 2 gameplay. I love me the M1216, let me tell you. And yeah, if you did enjoy, drop a like, rating, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Peace. Guys, don't forget to click on the link in the video description to get the special discount for CyberGhost VPN. This application will protect your data while you browse and give you full access to all blocked content on the internet for only $2.03 a month. Totally risk-free. Check it out. Link in the description.